My name is Habibullah, and I am thrilled to present my vision for transforming Abercrombie and Fitch into an ethical industry leader. My 12 years in Pakistan's retail sector have given me unique insights into building inclusive cultures across diverse demographics. I have successfully led three major organizational culture transformations, each requiring deep ethical restructuring. My approach combines multiple ethical frameworks, from Mill's utilitarian harm principle to Kent's categorical imperatives. And importantly, I integrate care ethics as developed by Carol Gilligan, which emphasizes relational responsibility often overlooked in traditional business ethics. What sets me apart is my ability to bridge Eastern ethical philosophies with Western business practices, creating truly global ethical leadership that A&F desperately needs for its international operations. My expertise in corporate governance and change management positions me perfectly to guide A&F through the comprehensive transformations required. The White Hot documentary provides a masterclass in exposing institutional discrimination. The segment that most powerfully affected me was the footage showing A&F's brand representative selection process, where employees were literally categorized and ranked by physical appearance like products in a catalog. This wasn't hiring bias, this was systematic dehumanization. Director Alison Kleiman employed brilliant juxtaposition techniques, contrasting the glossy, aspirational marketing imagery with the raw, painful testimonials of employees who experienced discrimination firsthand. The filmmaker's temporal narrative structure effectively shows how what appeared to be peak business success was actually built on a foundation of systematic exclusion. Most importantly, Kleiman gave voice to previously silent victims, demonstrating that this wasn't corporate oversight but deliberate strategic choices. This connects to Hannah Arendt's concept of banality of evil, how institutional structure can normalize harmful practices until they become routine business operations. I have chosen to compare A&F with the Volkswagen emissions scandal because both cases reveal how systematic deceptions can destroy stakeholder trust across all levels. Both had leadership-driven ethical failures, Mike Jeffries at A&F promoting exclusionary practices and Mark Winterkorn at Volkswagen enabling emissions fraud. The structural similarity is striking. A&F's all-American facade masks systematic discrimination just as Volkswagen's clean diesel claims masked environmental fraud. Both betrayed multiple stakeholder groups simultaneously. Applying Freeman's stakeholder theory, both companies violated the fundamental principle of stakeholder trust by prioritizing national financial gains over employee welfare, customer authenticity, and social responsibility. Interestingly, even the Freedman's shareholder primacy perspective, both companies failed miserably. A&F faced a $50 million settlement and ongoing reputational damage, while Volkswagen paid over $33 billion in fines and settlements. Both cases prove that unethical practices ultimately destroy even shareholder value, making Freeman's stakeholder approach not just morally superior but economically rational. After reviewing Michael O'Regan's research on B Corp certification, I recommend A&F go for it, but only under certain conditions. O'Regan points out weak oversight. Only 10% of certified companies get full audits, and most checks are done by over the phone. The fact that companies like Etsy left when the profit clashed with principles shows the limits of the system. He also notes that B Lab made $11.6 million in 2017 from fees and donations, which could cause bias. Still, B Corp status could help in today's market by making the brand stand out, attracting socially minded employees, especially Gen Z, and appealing to investors focused on social and environmental issues. I suggest a three-step plan. Make real changes with audits by independent experts, show clear improvements for all the stakeholders, use B Corp as proof of genuine change, not just marketing. As another option, A&F could look at becoming a benefit corporation, which legally requires company to protect stakeholder interest, unlike B Corp's voluntary rules. Since Franz Horowitz became CEO in 2017, A&F has become more inclusive in products, marketing, and hiring, and reduced its exclusive branding. These changes helped their stock rise from $8 to $128 by 2021. Still, they haven't admitted past harm, supported discrimination victims enough, shared diversity data, or given stakeholders real influence. According to Kohlberg's model, they operate at level 2, following trends rather than acting from core principles. The progress is clear, but the change is incomplete. I suggest two big market initiatives that go beyond normal campaigns. Number one, truth, reconciliation, and renewal. The CEO should openly acknowledge specific past discrimination in videos, fund scholarships for affected groups, share diversity metrics with yearly targets, and work with civil rights organizations. Number two, ethical fashion supply chain hub. Create a public dashboard showing real factory conditions, give workers a way to speak directly to customers, report on living wage progresses, and educate customers on ethical fashion. Based on Habermas discourse ethics, both ideas aim to create real dialogue with all stakeholders and move A&F from reactive to proactive ethical leadership. I recommend two key books to help CEO Horowitz grow as an ethical leader. Number one, The Ethical Imperative by John Hooker. It shows how to build ethics into business operations so it works with profitability, not against it. Covers global ethical issues, resolving stakeholder conflicts, and measuring ethical performance. Number two, Moral Leadership by Thomas Sergiovani. Focuses on personal growth for leaders, building ethical company culture, creating community in the workplace, and motivating ethical behavior beyond simple compliance. These both books offer practical tools, not just theory, to help Horowitz move from reactive policy changes to proactive ethical leadership. My 120-day plan has 3 phases for strong impact and accountability. Phase 1, Ethical Foundation Assessment. Map stakeholders, hold face-to-face talks with affected communities, run cultural surveys across all sites, get third-party supply chain audits, and collect victim testimonies to document past harm. Phase number 2, Policy Development. Form a stakeholder board with real decision-making power, add ethics into all processes, create public reporting system, and design restorative justice programs with community input. Phase number 3, Cultural Integration. Train leaders in ethics, build an employee ethics champion network, hold a public commitment ceremony with measurable targets, and release quarterly progress reports. Success will be tracked through employee engagement, customer trust, community partnership, and supplier compliance, all shared publicly. My 5-year vision is for A&F to become the global leader in ethical fashion. Industry leadership, create an ethical fashion standard council, launch a supply chain innovation lab for fair labor and eco-friendly practices, and set global diversity benchmarks for the fashion industry. Stakeholder value, start an employee ownership and profit sharing program, build a customer correlation platform for ethical products, and invest 2% of yearly revenue in affected communities. Full supply chain transparency, carbon neutral operations by 2028, and recognition as a top ethical employer and sustainable fashion brand. Based on Schwab's stakeholder capitalism model, this plan shows that ethical leadership is both the right thing to do and the most profitable long-term strategy. Thank you.